If you're watching this video, you want to move out and you've always wanted to move out. I've wanted to move out since I was in the 6th grade. I would call apartment complexes when I was in middle school because I wanted to see what the monthly rent was, because I was like, I don't know how much rent is. I want to make sure that I can pay it one day. I should probably start saving. Basically, I'm gonna get right into it. This is how you're gonna move out. This is how I am currently moving across the country with no job lined up, no friends, and I've actually never even been to the place, but I've made up my mind already. A couple of different things that we're working with. You want to move across the country. The first thing you need to do is figure out where the hell you're moving to. Obviously, this is going to come with a little bit of consideration. So the things that I was looking for, number one, and this is a hill that I'll die on at my age, I don't care, you need to be surrounded by people who are your age. If you are a 20-something, you need to be surrounded by 20-somethings. You cannot move somewhere where there is no one your age, where there is no one who's doing what you want to do, and expect to feel fulfilled and expect to feel like you are doing the right thing. You need to be surrounded by young people, and that's a hill that I'll die on because it is so easy to become complacent, so easy to become comfortable. Everything in life, if you are surrounded by people who have already lived. These people are living in small towns. These people are living in places where they have earned that life. You need to go earn that life. You need to go put yourself outside of your comfort zone so that one day you can calm down. You need to live your 20s so that one day you have earned the right to wake up, go to the gym, drop the kids off at school, and then eventually retire. Earn that. You don't just get that. And none of that becomes enjoyable when you do that from your 20s through your 30s, through your 40s, through your 50s. I genuinely don't think that you will feel fulfilled if there is no sort of goal that you need to accomplish. And that's why I think that moving out is so important, because you are automatically challenging yourself. You are automatically putting yourself in front of this mountain that needs to be climbed. Number one, find a city where 20-somethings are moving to. Literally Google, where are 20-somethings moving? Best cities for 20-somethings in 2025. I have gone through a lot of different phases. For a really long time when I was growing up, I was obsessed with Seattle. When I got a little bit older and was actually considering moving out, this quickly became out of the question because of the weather. I cannot do a winter right now. If I do one more Michigan winter, one more northern winter, I'll freak out. I'll lose my mind. Seattle quickly kicked her to the curb. I'll be good without her for a while. And then for a while I was thinking about New York and New Jersey. I visited there. Also, out of the picture. First of all, paying the New York ticket yet. And second of all, going through a winter up there I think would be absolutely miserable. If I can't stand it right now, I don't know how I'll stand it there. What's wrong? Oh no. She doesn't like New York either. Another option I thought about was Florida. Florida was a really big push for me because of Celsius. When I was in college at Michigan State, I got a job with Celsius. As a junior, I got a job with Celsius, and I actually want to make a whole video about that and how to get jobs and how to make money in college. I thought that afterwards I would just go and work for headquarters. I thought that after college, I was like, this is a good job. This is somewhere where I know I can get paid and I know it's steady. I already have my foot in the door at a massive company. Why don't I just do it? Quickly, that fell out because of the natural disasters. I'm probably good without a hurricane. I'm probably good without a hurricane sweeping up my house. I'm good with that. Florida's out of the question. So then I was a senior in college being like, I don't know where the fuck I'm about to move, but I need to get out of town. And it was hard because when I was a senior, I feel like I had finally established myself in my college town in East Lansing, actually not getting a job. I was a senior and I was not planning on getting a job after I graduated college. So the reason that I did that is because I'm self-employed. I'm an artist. I live paint weddings. I'm a professional muralist, so I do really big walls, street art murals. It pays my bills. On top of it, I'm also becoming a personal trainer just because that's something that I'm passionate about. The whole point is that I wasn't getting a job, so I wasn't going to be moving somewhere for a job. If you can move somewhere for a job, by all means, do it. Do it, and put yourself in a city. Choose a city where the young people are, and do your research beforehand. Make sure that young people are there. I'm moving to Austin, Texas. I'm moving to Austin because a lot of young people are there. A lot of the 20-somethings are moving there right now. Vibrant downtown, a vibrant art scene. I would love to move to Texas because it's really big. Seems like there's a lot of different options as far as the city goes. I feel like you can kind of get a little bit of the entire world all in one place just because it's so big and everything is far enough away from each other but also close enough to each other, and it's also far away from my hometown, which is such a double-edged sword because I absolutely adore my friends and family, but this is something inside of me that if I died tomorrow, like, I would feel well, I guess I wouldn't feel anything. If I were to die and I got to look back at my life and I didn't move and I didn't take that risk with myself to just see what could happen and see who I could meet, I would be up in heaven being like ranging like my ghost hands down on my little neck, just like trying to wring her out because I'm young and like this is the time. Why not? What do I have to lose? Like, what do you have to lose? Anyways, also the art scene is really big down there. All of those reasons are why I chose Austin. Also, just like people on the internet are talking about it. Cool. Let's go see what it's about. I don't have any reservations about it because if it fails, let's say I move down there and it fails miserably, I'll move somewhere else. I'll do my year and then I'll move somewhere else. I'll figure it out. I want to go see the world and see the different places that it has to offer because the world is so much more than your hometown. And the reason that I know that being surrounded by young people is the key is because I purposefully lived in my college house because I paid for my college entirely. I purposefully lived in my college house during the school year, obviously, and then during the summer. One summer was because of a man. Won't do that again. But it was so good for me because I was able to see the difference in what life was like there when it was all of the 20-somethings and what life was like there when all of the 20-somethings were somewhere else. It was reminiscent of the hometown. It was reminiscent of the ghost town. And that is something that I knew deep down that if I chose to move somewhere just because of a job or because like the housing market was good and I was gonna get a house, I would be miserable. Something else about moving. So I'm doing it. I don't have a job. I'm not scared. I'm doing it without a plan B. I'm doing it without a backup plan. I'm doing it without having a job lined up. I don't know people down there. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I am confident in my ability to pivot. And I believe that you don't need a backup plan if you're confident in your ability to pivot. Because the worst comes to worst, all of my personal stuff goes out the door. I don't get any personal training clients. All of my art goes out the door. I don't have a job. I don't have friends. I hate it. I get in a relationship and then he breaks my heart and breaks up with me, starts rumors about me, all of my friends drop me. End of the world. I'll go get a job somewhere. I'll go get a job somewhere and then I'll go make new friends. Or I'll go get a job somewhere, I'll pay off my rent, and then at the end of the year, I'll move. There is always a pivot that you can make. And when you have the confidence in yourself that no matter what I do, I am going to be the best at it, or I am going to work to be the best at it every single day, that's where it comes from. Because if I had to drop everything and go work at Home Depot for the rest of my life, I would be the best Home Depot worker there was. And it would pay the bills. It would get the job done. That is why I'm not afraid to move across the country with no friends and no backup plan and no job and no money. I do have money. Okay, so basically now the nitty-gritty of how you're doing it, because if you're anything like me, no one that you know has done this. No one that you know has taught you how to do this, so I'm going to teach you how to do this. In the very beginning stages of where I'm at, I have about 155 days into Girl, I got 153 days. I have 153 days until I would like to start my first rent payment on August 1st. Right now it is February 28th. So we have a little bit of time, and I have been in contact with a real estate agent that I found on TikTok months ago. I've been texting her for months now, and at first I just sent her a DM because she came up on my page because she was showing apartments in Austin. So my first tip to you is find a real estate agent that's showing apartments in your area, and then use them. Text them, ask them questions, send them videos, call them, whatever you need to do, whatever the fuck you need to do to get your feet on the ground somewhere, do it. Because guess what? Real estate agents, their services are free to you. They get paid from the commission that you sign when you sign an apartment through. So guess what? They are going to work their tail off to support you, to help you find the best deal, and also to help you get the best idea of where you're going, because they make money. You want to make money. I want to make money. She's making money from me, and I am asking her questions. So basically what I did is I found her on TikTok, and then I got her phone number. I told her that I wanted to move to Austin, and I told her that I wanted to live within the area where like all of the young people are, and I gave her my budget, and I gave her a couple of different stipulations. I need an in-unit washer and dryer. It has to be parking in the area. There was something I was thinking about Airbnb-ing my place out, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. So I told her all of that, and then she sent me a hand-picked list of apartments. She sent me a hand-picked list of apartments, and then I went through, said yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. We've been doing that for the past 2 months. Now I have a list of 6 apartments that I'm gonna go tour in Austin. So take advantage of real estate agents. So that's your first step, or I guess your second step, is because your first step is you gotta figure out where you wanna go. The third thing that you are going to do is you are going to book a trip to your place if you want to do it the way that I'm doing it. So I've had to reschedule this trip 3 separate times so that I'm able to finally do it, and I'm taking the time off and I'm going down to Austin for 4 days and I'm touring apartments. She's setting all of the tours up, and then we're going and I'm going to take a better look at everything. I'm going to talk with the leasing agent so that I can figure out when I can move in and what I like. And while I'm going down there, I'm staying for 4 days. I'm solo traveling and I want to see what there is to do. So I'm going to entertain myself for 4 days because we can do things on our own. And I'm going to go down there. I'm going to go out to eat. I'm going to go to a comedy show. I'm just going to see what's up. I'm going to go for a run, see what the young people are doing. Also, little tip, if you're a girl, I think they have these for guys, I don't know. Join the Fun on Weekdays Facebook group of the area that you want to go to. The Fun on Weekdays, you can look it up, literally just search it on Google. This girl, she put this together. Basically, it's a massive group chat where I can ask questions to people who already live in the area. And it's a bunch of girls, like 20-something, 30-something girls who already live in the area. Genius. Awesome. Amazing. Finally, gonna put your head down and you're gonna live like you're broke. If you would like to make this move, and if you would like to actually keep this move and not have to run back home because your ass didn't prepare, you're gonna put your head down and you're gonna live like you're broke. And this doesn't mean ever going out with your friend. This doesn't mean going ghost on everyone. All it means, you don't need that extra pair of shoes. You don't need the workout set. You don't need the book. You don't need like the Netflix subscription. Put your head down and work. Make extra money wherever you can, and all of the money for your move, you're going to go. I'm literally just gonna go to Ally. This is not financial advice. This is not professional advice. Go to Ally Bank and get their high yield savings account. And the money that you are putting away, that you are saving aggressively for, I'm talking half a paycheck, 75% of a paycheck, is going towards your move, and it's going towards the expenses that are going to come when you move. Because we all know that as soon as you move in, there's gonna be this fee and that fee and this unexpected expense, and everything that can go wrong will go wrong, and you're going to be prepared for it. You're not gonna have to ask for a loan from mommy and daddy. You're not going to have to ask for extra help from someone, be working extra when you get down there. You're gonna work now. You're gonna work now. Sorry, that was kind of like a Leo Skeppy mannerism. You're going to work now, and you're going to put it in the fucking bank because you don't need half of the shit that you buy. And first of all, like, this is advice. Sell the shit that you don't need. Like, sell it. Why are you hanging on to shit? Live light and pack light. If you don't need something, sell it. Start a Facebook group where you're selling your old clothes. Start a something where you're making a little bit of side cash. You have free time. I have free time. We all have free time. Take that time and make money from it. So whether that means you're selling old clothes, whether that means you're flipping something, cleaning cars, you're cleaning houses, whatever that is, do it. Because you are going to thank yourself in a year when you have these expenses saved up and you don't have to worry about money then. That is my biggest thing, and it honestly always has been. I think it's just the way that I grew up. I have always been afraid. I can remember I'm looking at my door frame, sitting in my door frame when I was like a sophomore in high school, bawling my eyes out about student debt that I was going to incur in 4 years. Because of that drive and that absolute fear I had of being in crippling debt, I worked my ass off. I went to community college for 2 years, and then I saved up so that I could put myself through 2 years of school completely. My lifestyle is paid for by myself, and that's how you're going to do it. And that's what we're gonna do. Stop being afraid of the fact that it could fail, because everything could fail. The world could end tomorrow, and you could die tomorrow. So if you died tomorrow, would you be happy with everything that's happening right now? If at the end of all of this, on the path that you're going, if you have something that is so deep inside of your heart, like lighting a passion inside of your heart with your dreams and what you want to do, do it. Because if it fails, you'll pivot. If it fails, hit me up and we'll figure it out. If it fails, leave a comment and then you and I will figure it out. If it fails, shoot me a DM and we've got this. Because you can always pivot. You can always pivot. It'll be fine. I'm gonna take you on my trip to Austin with me. We're gonna do it. We're gonna see how it goes. It's gonna be fun. Why wouldn't it be fun? And now I'm gonna eat my spaghetti squash and go to bed. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok at Presley Made It. I love you. You only live once. Do things that little you would be proud of. Little me, I wish that little me could see my life right now and what's about to happen, because she would be so gassed up. She would be so excited. So do things for little you. Please. I'm begging. Oh, the DOG is coming. Good night.